Yeah, hello. Well, we are here at at the house, and we got our door on. Since our last video, it's been a while. You can see there's a bunch of snow around me. It's currently what, December 6th, I think. And yeah, got the door on, and it's great. So in addition to the door, it's mostly insulated in there. I'm gonna go in and show you what we got going on. This video is gonna skip around, so I'm taping this clip on December 6th, and the next one, I looked at the forecast for the beginning week of January. It's gonna be super cold, so I want to get that temperature reading on there. But let me show you what I'm gonna do. So in here, ooh, there's lots of light right now, but once I close this door, it's dark. Um, so if you look up here, I've got a whole bunch of insulation. Basically, the entire house has been fully insulated, with the exception of, you can probably, let me close my door here. Yeah, you can see like there's some big cracks around the door. I haven't sealed that yet. I see the light coming through the door down here. And there is one little spot up there, which I still need to insulate. I'm going to do that in a moment. And then if I go over here, there's like a strip through the middle here that needs to be done. That goes all the way across with, the same width the whole way. So that is the insulation that has not been put in. So today I'm going to be putting that in. That's why I got this on. I accidentally got started before I took the video. And let me see. Temperatures around here have been, at night, in the lows have been in the low 20s, I think, is as far as we've gotten down. Maybe a little bit lower than that. But since the door has been put in, temperatures have gotten to that point. And the low in here, I got a thermometer over in the corner that's measuring. Yeah, the right now it's recording the absolute low that has occurred was 33 degrees since I put that door on, which was over a week ago. So right now it's staying very temperate in here. So the low range was 33, absolute high was 39. So it's staying very tight. So that's kind of what I'm interested in seeing, as we are overwintering this. I don't want any sort of frost heaves under my footings, because that would be bad structurally. And I want to know that my ground isn't going to freeze and cause all sorts of issues. Now, sticking at 33 degrees, even a little bit lower as a low, an overnight low, I'm very happy with that. So hopefully, we're going to be able to maintain that. I'm going to get these little pieces kind of put in, like around the door, and then my little pieces on the ceiling. Finish that off. We'll be fully insulated, ready for that first week of January, where the low is going to be single digits or negatives. It's going to be something nasty that I'm not going to want to be out in. And we'll see what that is. I'm very optimistic that it's going to be, pretty warm in here. So I think the next clip will probably be in several weeks from now in January. Okay, still the same day. I just noticed something I wanted to show you. So you see that mark there? That's water. The water's dripping from the ceiling a little bit. You can see the water's dripping a little bit from the ceiling. Now, I don't know when that started, because it was dry before. I noticed a couple of other spots up here. I don't think that spot, but maybe that spot, where it's a little darker. Maybe that spot over there. That may be other bits of water. Now, this is all rock wool insulation, which is supposed to be able to get wet and not mold. So I'm kind of banking on that, because there's not really a lot I can do about these drips. Over in this section over here, there were some drippings that were occurring because I put a piece of wood on top of the tarp that's covering this whole thing, and there were some holes that occurred over here, and I ended up putting the zip tape, the flashing tape, on it, and also piling up some bags underneath the tarp. Let me just show you. So there you can see, like, there's some stuff under there that's preventing water from standing on it, which is keeping it from running through those holes, which aren't, not really holes, and getting soaked in through the tarp into the wood. It's all Advantech subflooring that it's under there. So that the Avantech is fine. It's meant to be out in the elements for 6 months. But yeah, it's the insulation that you got to worry about, and your joists and all that. So that other section was happening somewhere over here. So I'm not going to be able to do that same lump thing across this whole floor. So I'm going to probably just kind of be stuck with that. I might sweep off the snow, but you know, over time, like, this will happen. Well, it is now mid-December, and winter is, you know, in full swing. You can see we got a second tarp on top of the house. So basically we had some leakage going on. I think I talked about in the last clip. And this is a heavier duty one, clearly smaller, but I think with the two of them, that should definitely keep any leakages from coming through at all. You can see there's, you know, a little bit of ice up there. And yeah, so let's go check out the thermometer. Okay, so I don't remember if I showed this. We got a lot of stuff in here now. Basically, all of our storage stuff is now in here. We're able to close down that. Just walking in, it feels warmer, though today's not really a cold day. Let me get a little light on. There we go. So over here where the thermometer is, let's see if we can get it on camera. Here we go. So currently 35. 48-hour low of 35, all-time low of 30. And it's been down into the low teens at least. I don't know if it's been lower than that or not, but basically, so far so good. And you can see everything's kind of, well, I don't know if you can see everything's staying dry, but it is. And all of our junk is everywhere. So yeah, I guess on to January. A little update. We had a major storm, and this just kind of fell right across the driveway, came off of that tree. I came here and the tarp was open like that. The door wasn't open. I went in and checked in to see what was going on in there. So yeah, so I've seen the inside, but let me show it to you. You notice the wetness coming down on the face of the cement there. So some water got behind there, which kind of makes sense because like I don't have any taping up there, which I'm gonna fix that in a couple minutes. But if you look in here, notice that concrete nice and dry. This concrete not so much. Let me get the flashlight on. Okay, now the flash is on, so you'll be able to see as I continue back. Floor around here is nice and dry, which is good. Back over there I think is dry, but I don't know if you hear the sound. Over here, not dry. That's some standing water. And we got a drip coming down from, it's really hard to see, but, oh no, I can see it on the camera. Yeah, you can see it right there. Coming down here. Oh, and I just felt something on my sleeve. There's more coming down here. So yeah, not good. Let's try to remedy this situation. You can see we've had plenty of wash out here, which is completely expected because this is all just sand without anything on top of it. But that's not a problem at all. But what do we have up here? Oh gosh. Yeah, that how the heck? So we did have some good wind, and I'm guessing some things tore, or maybe things weren't anchored well. I don't know what the heck, but so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to go get the broom, which is in the basement, sweep this off, get the heavy duty tarp back on, and yeah, then the leaking should stop. But yeah, this is disappointing. I'm really pissed off. But yeah, it's time to fix this. Yeah, with all the tarps and everything, it's not so bad. It's pretty dry. A couple puddles here and there, no big deal. The part where you're seeing a lot of the leaking is over here. I'm guessing there's leaking happening over here. I'm just not aware of it. But I'm just gonna sweep this off and basically just let it air out while I work on what I came here to work on. I'm gonna have to move that out of the way. Nah, I'll leave that. I don't care. But yeah, so basically I just got to get that heavy duty tarp, well really the medium duty tarp too, but the heavy duty one, I got to get it to not come off. I didn't see any tears on it. No eyelets were ripped out. The medium duty one has eyelets that are ripped out. The heavy duty one did not. And so the problem, there's one hook I don't know how it got off of, but the problem seems to be just the anchor. We had him wrapped around logs and whatnot, and let me see, the one back here, I guess just, I don't know how it was wrapped on that one, but yeah, the anchor's got to be better, I think, and then that should take care of that. But yeah, if you look at the ground, the only spots where there's significant water are where the heavy duty tarp was not. The heavy duty tarp was like flopped way off of this corner, and in the front there we had the problem where it was lifting up. Over here, I guess that was just a continuation of this. That corner, I don't know what the deal was. That might have been a legitimate leak, but I didn't see anything dripping inside over there, so I don't know if I care. But it might be dripping on, that's also where the spare insulation is, so it might be dripping on spare insulation so we don't hear a sound. But yeah, so it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because I thought this thing was wrapped. I came here to do like a couple little things. I wasn't even going to take a video, but now this is a pain. Okay, well, it is the beginning of January, and we've had a few very cold nights. And checking on the temperature here, and what do we got? Let's see, 35 was the low for today. 48-hour low is 35. All time, still 30. 30 was the low, and that was a while ago. I meant to get a little thermal probe thing so I can check what the temperature of the ground is, but basically it's staying very warm in here. Very happy with how this insulation is holding up. Okay, well, today is a pretty warm winter day. We're now in early, not super early, but early January, and you can see the tarp's holding up well. It's just this one corner keeps flapping up, and I'm gonna wrap this up today. This is gonna be the last look at the thermometer. So here we go, and everything is doing well. We had a weird little splash of water over here one of the days, but that's gone. Everything's dry up there. Doing well. Don't see any puddles anywhere, so it's been uneventful, now that things have kind of settled down. But let's go take a look at the thermometer. And the other day we did have, it was a less than 10 degrees overnight. And now it looks like we got an all-time low of 30 degrees still. So even that 10-degree night did not bring it down below 30 degrees. So it is totally fine in here. Good for the winter. So yeah, that's it. That's the last of this looking at the temperature we're going to do for this winter. And we're just getting things, as you saw, packed in there. It's now become our storage unit until we can build the top of it, which the next time we are working on it, after the winter is done, our plan is to get the framing done. We're going to do it real fast, hopefully. Got 2 weeks budgeted for it, with 2 of us working on it. And that might be a little bit ambitious, but hopefully at least the hardest parts that require 2 people will be done. But we shall see. So yeah, I think that is so long. It'll be several months before you see another one. So see you around.